Hello. So I am live. Oh, Linda, hi. Welcome here for the first time from Portage La Prairie, Manitoba. Ooh, it's cold today. But anyway, it's getting nicer. Tomorrow's going to be a nicer day. The sun is out, so that's a good thing. Welcome here, my dear. So glad to hook up with you here. And maybe one day we will be fortunate enough to meet, which would be great. Let me introduce myself. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, which is basically Winnipeg. And you know what? There we go. That's what I meant to do. So hello, Darlene, hello, Debbie, hello. Oh, and you shared. Thank you, Debbie. So what I do here, Linda, because I know you're new, you see how people are saying that they shared. Once you shared, let me know that you have, and I enter your name for a draw. And at the end of my video, I draw a lucky winner. So Carol, thank you so much for sharing. You know what I was busy doing before you came? I was busy filling these little guys up with adhesive. So I squeeze my Tombow inside of it. I have an event this weekend that I'm super excited about. I'm going to a lady's house here in the area that we live in, and there are going to be like 5 young ladies from the Manta swimming team, and we're going to create some cards together. So I'm really excited about that opportunity. Good morning, Christine. Welcome here. Let me flip my camera around and just give me 2 minutes. I just want to do a little bit of chatting with you. So the February tutorial bundle, as you all know, well, most of you do, I'm involved with a bunch of other Stampin' Up demonstrators from around the world. And every month we compile a tutorial bundle. Sometimes we all make it, sometimes we don't. So February's tutorial bundle features 44 projects from Stampin' Up demonstrators around the world. If you are interested in receiving that, all you need to do is place a $65 order with me, and you're going to use, wait for it, you're going to use that host code before you check out. And if your order is $65 in merchandise, not in total, because I can't count the taxes in that. And these stipulations are from the young lady that puts these together. So place a 65 merchandise order with me, and I will send you the bundle. If you're not interested in placing an order with me, but you still want 44 tutorials, all you need to do is send me an e-transfer or ask me for a PayPal button for $25. State what month you want. I've been doing this for over a year, so you need to let me know you're interested in February 2023. And I will send that off to you, okay? Let's hide that because I think you all had a chance to take that down. Sherry from West Virginia, hello. And Lillian, hello. Let me put your names down. Lillian, I haven't seen you in a while. I was actually thinking about you yesterday, and nice to see your name pop up. Marcia from Texas. Oh, that just sounds so warm. It does. And Sherry. Let me just get that down. Thank you, ladies, so much for sharing. It helps me get my numbers up and helps me. It just helps me. And it makes me feel good, too, you know. There's a little bit of ego happening there, I think, maybe. But you know what? Thank you that you trust me enough with my YouTubes that you would invite other people. So that's the February tutorial bundle. I digress. There have been more items added to Celebration, and what that is for every $60 in merchandise in Canada, that you spend, you can pick something for free. So there are more items added. And, oh, that's just about my classes. Look at this beauty. So this is available to purchase now for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. I cannot wait to get my hands on this die. And where's the other one? I don't know if you can see it, but this die right here, do you see that? I can't wait to get my hands on that. But anyway, I did send out my pre-order on that because I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm able to do that, but it hasn't arrived yet. So here is the breakdown of it. The irresistible, bonjour Lucie, merci pour partager. Irresistible blooms. So there's the stamp set. And yes, it's yet another flower. But I mean, if you're a gardener like I am, I can't get enough flowers. So these are the dies that cut that out. This paper looks gorgeous and you can't really tell. And I ordered the whole suite. So when it does come, I'm going to get all of it. The naturally gilded specialty design paper and three embossing folders and some words. Now, you know what? I need to do a little bit of research. I don't think this part down here comes with the bundle. I think this is just the bundle. And I'm right. So these are extra add-ons, which I didn't order. And I'm just realizing that now. Anyway, that is the Hello Irresistible Suite. Okay, did I miss anything? Any other shares? Let's get on to why you're here today. A masculine card. Now, when I sent out my YouTube invite, or my live invite, I also posted, and I hope it came through, I also posted down below in the blurb the dimensions that I'm using today. Did you all get that? Let me know. And also let me know if you did get it, if you're playing along. Let's get to the card. I'm going to show you a couple of tips and trips along the way. This is going to be a standard A2 card, which is what I mostly do during my lives. So when I do my lives, I do simpler cards. When I do my classes, I usually do a fun fold. And maybe I should do fun folds when I do my live as well, because yes, I can do fun folds. So this is 8.5 by 5.5. We're scoring at 4 1/4. Now, when we have, and I've pre-scored it, but I haven't burnished it yet. When we're using a darker cardstock and you burnish your score, do you ever get that shiny, kind of a shiny look that happens after you score? Let me change this because I'm going to keep falling off. You know what you do? All you do is you grab a piece of scrap paper. So this is just computer paper. Here's my score. I'm going to put the computer paper down and I am going to burnish my score that way. And then I don't get that shiny look. Like if you're scoring basic black, you'll get that shiny look. So that shiny look has not happened on my cardstock, which is lovely because that actually bugs me. It just does. So now we've got our standard A2 and I am going to stand the card up this way this time. Okay. We are going to grab, so this was, you're welcome, Linda. I can't talk. These measurements were on when I sent out the invite. So hopefully you got it. And let me know if you're playing along. Good morning, Barbara. And thank you for sharing. Let me add your name as well. So whoever wins today is going home with a masculine card. So my basic black panel measures 5 1/4 Well, actually, no, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, because you know what? I wanted a skinny little border, and it's pretty skinny. You know what? Let's take a tiny bit off. Let's take a 1/16 of an inch off. Marcia, I'm so glad you're here. I'm just going to, I'm not even really measuring this. Well, let me see. 5 1 2 3/8. Oh yeah, you know what? I was just a smidge, like we're talking smidge longer, by 4 1. Yeah, just a tiny bit came off. So when I cut this, I was just a tiny bit wider. You know what, Marcia? I don't know that you missed a whole lot. I gave a tip on burnishing our darker cardstock. And you know how sometimes you get that shiny mark? All you do is you take a piece of computer paper down, put it over your card base, and then burnish using your bone folder, and you're not going to get that shiny thing. Marcia, thank you for sharing. Wow, we've got lots of sharers here today, which is great. So I used to use the name wheel when I did my draw, but when I first started, I only had 4 or 6 people popping in and sharing. But now, you know what? I pick them by hand. I love the wheel, but it just takes me a little bit longer to get everybody's name on there. See how I've got just a smidge of a border? So there's that. We also have a piece of Very Vanilla, which I had marked in the tutorial as well. And we've got 5 3/8 by 4 1. So the same thing, just a skinny border. I like to always make sure before I put things down. So Lucy, I'm assuming you are back home. And if you are, the weather is a little bit different now than where you were. But bienvenue. Let's get that down. So there's the inside of our card ready for our sentiment. And, oh, I got a little bit of glue that oozed out there. Let's get, maybe it's my fingers that are sticky. I've got the other half of this in our RV. This is such a wonderful tool, and it gets adhesive off. Mostly. There we go. The sticky is gone. Yep. And so it's on here. And so all you do every now and then is you just kind of pick that off and throw it away. You're good to go. And you're going to buy that once. It'll last a lifetime. Cut it in half and have it in 2 different places. Oh, Lucy. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So then what I did to create my masculine card, because I needed a birthday card, I grabbed the Ready to Ride design paper. Yeah, we're 29, but there's a little line in front of it here. Yikes. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put my computer on silence mode. Let me do that right now. Do not disturb. And hopefully that helps. So there are, like, the one side has all of this, I don't know what you call this. It's not foiling. What is this called? Shiny stuff. Look at this. It's beautiful, beautiful paper. And great for masculine cards, like fantastic for masculine cards without the flowers, but just stunning cards. And if that is fussy cut, it's just so beautiful. And there's the other side of it, okay? So it's great. It is just fabulous. What I did, because I followed a sketch, was I took the tracks, and it's the orange on the other side, and the sketch looked something like that. And then I took the other side of that flower, which gives me the road signs. And so this card is for my brother-in-law, and we like to camp and travel with them. And so I thought, you know what? This would be perfect. Now this seems a tiny bit, I want that black border showing. So I'm going to cut that a little bit. But what I like to do, because I've got this ongoing panel happening, I like to start on one side, then the other, and then I do the middle. And then this way I've got the same size of border on either side. Okay, so let's do that. And if your design paper is directional, make sure you are taking that into account. Whoa. I think this was one of the glues that I was using to fill my little tubs. And so the glue is really close to the tip. So I'm just kind of eyeballing about 1/8 of an inch all around. I want to make sure that my design paper is going the right way. This paper is so beautiful. We're going to put adhesive back here. So you can use whatever adhesive you want. I'm a Tombow girl. I just am. I don't know if anyone else out there is, but I tend to grab my Tombow first. So now I'm eyeballing on this side. So I've got about the same distance on both sides of my design paper and my black panel. And now this is going to go down here, but you know what? I want some black showing in between. So let's just cut a little bit off. And I want to cut a little first. Let's see where I land. So I think my instructions said 2 3/4. Just a smidge came off, but I think I want a bigger smidge. So let's go 2 right there. So I cut that just a little bit off. Let's see if I cut enough. Tombow all the way. Whoop, whoop. Jenny, welcome here. I don't know if I have ever seen your name pop up, and you are from Wisconsin, I believe, is what WY or WI stands for. Welcome here, and a B, just in case another Jenny pops in. Let's see if, no, you know what? I can take a smidge more off. Let's do that. And I love my trimmer too. Let's go right there. So that is 2 5/8. And I like to make sure I get all of the stuff out. If your track ever gets gunky, all you're going to do is take a piece of cardstock and you're just going to run that cardstock up your track, and all the little bits and dust will come out of that track, okay? Because you want to keep that track tidy. Let's see how this is. There we go. See how now I've got just a smidge of a border? That's exactly what I wanted. I'm looking at my prototype card because I have created it. I just haven't showed it to you yet. And I realized that I did not do any of my pre-stamping. And I do want a fussy cut. So guess what? You're going to watch me fussy cut here, ladies. Down that goes. So now I also have just a smidge of a border on either side. Doesn't really show up, but it is there. We're going to grab, oh, you know what? I left this on my table because I wanted to show you something. For those that came to my class last month, and we used this gorgeous edge on our card, on our fun fold, and it was a beautiful, beautiful card. Well, I lost my die. I couldn't find it. So I had to borrow one from one of my downlines who lives just down the street. And lo and behold, when I was tidying up today, I found it. I am using, just had to tell you that, Celebrating You and Campology. So like I said, we camp with my brother-in-law a lot. And so I needed to feature that in his card, which I have used before, but this card is entirely different. This is red rubber. I am going to grab this, and I'm also going to grab the binoculars, and I want to grab Enjoy Today. And we're also going to grab Happy Birthday. Where did that go? What does it look like? Right there. Okay, all red rubber. I like to keep my red rubber because when I pull things out like this, when it's time to put away, I can easily put it away. And I always, well, I don't always remember, but I always know where the stamp goes. Okay, so let's take these ones away. That's going to go on a piece of scrap. I want to stamp the inside of my card. I'm going to have to put this upside down because my card is not going to fit. And I could have done that before I put that panel down. I don't need my I don't need my foam mat because this is red rubber. Let's grab Memento. Oh, where is it? I packed it. Let's grab Soft Suede. Oh, but you know what? I need my black. Where is it? Oh, no. Is that it? Let's use Stays On. I packed my basic black already for my class that I'm teaching on the weekend. So we're just going to use Stays On, which is totally fine. As they say in French, même chose. Same thing, kind of, sort of, but not really. Linda, I use my Stamparatus all the time. This is a pressure tool that my girlfriend creates if you are interested in it. I have a little bit of arthritis in my hands, and this helps me to grab it really nicely. It's not like a tiny little post like some of the other ones that are created. I love this. So we call it a pressure tool. So there's my trees on the inside of my card, and then I can write my sentiments to my brother-in-law. And you know what? That is Stays On. Let's get that cleaned right away. I don't like to leave Stays On my cards. So this is just an old Norwex cloth that I like to use when I clean my stamps. I also sell Norwex. That's my other side gig. And it just, I love them. I love using my Norwex cloth. Okay, the rest of our items, I need a piece of Very Vanilla. Oh, I hope I have one. I hope I have one. And I don't. Let's see what's kicking around here. Here's a piece of Very Vanilla. Okay, let's put that down. we are going to stamp all of these using Versamark and then black embossing powder. Okay, so let's put that away. I stuck my finger in it. Let's grab our Versamark and our black embossing powder. I thought I was totally ready, and obviously I'm not. Let's give that a brush. Wait till you see this. So because I use the binoculars, I knew, look at, I knew I wanted to use my my black embossing powder because it just makes it pop. Oh, there you go. There's a good idea. Thank you for sharing that. So if anybody has that kicking around their house, they can use that as well. That's one of those brushes for a dry, I think it's called a dry eraser or whatever. Let's get this out in case I make a hot mess. I could not see. I hope I'm in camera. I guess I am, mostly. Okay, let's grab our little brush. There's just a little bit, but I don't think it's going to really matter because I am going to be cutting all of this out. I moved that far away. You probably know why. That is such a cool idea, Linda. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, let's get that heated up. My piece is big enough that I don't really need my my tweezers to hold it. Otherwise, if I'm using it with a small piece, I always do. So we're just going to melt that black powder. It makes these binoculars just pop and they look real. It's very cool. That is mostly melted. Let's get our sentiment. Sorry for all the noise. I think I'm almost done. Yep, looks good. Okay. Now to fussy cut. Who likes to fussy cut? I think it's one of those I love it or I hate it thing. I know some people on here do not like to fussy cut. Okay, let's take care of, and I mean, I could use a die as well, but you know what? Let's just do this a little bit quicker. And I'm going to kind of follow the sentiment. Try to round my corners a little bit. I don't, when I do this, I'm not worried about it looking perfect. I just want it to look happy. So there's my happy birthday. And let's do something entirely different with enjoy your day or enjoy today. I'm going to keep it long on either side of the sentiment, and I am going to flag it out that way. So let's get all those little bits out of the way. Let's go a little bit closer. No, I like it just the way it is. Okay, now on to our binoculars. I don't mind fussy cutting either, Chris. Sometimes I'll be watching a movie with Dean and I will sit there and just fussy cut away. So when you are fussy cutting, you want to use the crook of the scissors. And then when you get close to where you need to change your orientation, you pivot the paper. So it's not really the scissors that are moving, and then just cut that right off. It's the paper that's moving. Let's get that a little bit rounded. See how I'm moving the paper mostly as my scissors do the work. And then we have to get the inside of these binoculars done too, and I'll show you how I did that. So the paper is moving, and turn it right around, and then come up and around. And there's the binoculars, okay? Yeah, you know what, Carol? I think it's one of those things where you either love it or you don't. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I think most fussy cutters, people that enjoy fussy cutting, also enjoy coloring. I'm going to take my take your pick tool, and I am just going to poke a couple of holes in the middle of that so that I can get my scissors in there. Okay. And what I did on the other one was I cut on purpose. Let's go right here. I cut my strap on purpose so that I could get in here. And oh, that's really tight there. And then when I put it down, you can't tell that that's what I did. So I am just following the image of the strap, and it's tight. It is tight. So let's see where I am. Okay. I should have done this ahead of time, but you know what? This is probably good for you to see that you actually can do that. So let's go on this side, which I normally don't like to do. I don't like to cut with my image to the right. Let's just snip that off. Let's round that like so. Tim, you better like your card. And then, and for this, I am using mostly my tip because I am in such a small, tight area. And then I'm just going to come in here and clean that up just a little bit. There's the binoculars. Oh, sorry. I should have looked up. I did cut it. I promise you. Shucks. Sorry about that, girls. I guess I was working so intricately that I had it too close to myself. I missed it. I missed it. Okay, let's get our silicone mat. We're going to put dimensionals behind all of it. Okay, sorry about that. And I'm sure you were screaming, we can't see your hands. I'm going to cut this much smaller. because I definitely want strips, okay? Let's grab our Take Your Pick tool and let's get some dimension behind all of this. I want that to go that way. I'm going to put one in the middle. I don't want my binoculars caving in, and one on that side. And this, I'm going to put a tiny bit of Tombow, okay? One and two. This one I'm going to put right here. And here's another one that's already cut. I use every inch of my Tombow, or of my dimensionals. That one, the backing came off already. Let's get this set up and ready to go. Oh, the whole backing is off. I see. Top and bottom. How did that happen? Put that down there. Let's get another little skinny guy right down here. I don't have one. Right there. Okay, now let's put this together. Did anybody else follow my sketch, or not sketch, my dimensions? Or am I going too fast? Let's put our binoculars, remove the backing. And you know what? Let's just put just a dot of Tombow. Dot, dot, not a lot. Come on, there it is. There it is. And let's put that down right here, like that. And then I'm just going to hold down the strap, like so. Okay, a lot of this backing was already off. We're going to do Happy Birthday up here. We're going to do Enjoy Today down here. And then let's grab, where did I put those? I know I had them out. There's that. Is it under my Stamparatus? There are some really cool elements. Where did they go? Oh, I think I know where they are. These guys, look at this. These are called adhesive back studs. How fun is that? So on the other one, I used some silver, and somehow I'm thinking I need to stick with silver again because it's just going to get lost. What do you think? I will wait for you to weigh in on that. I'm going to put all of this away. I should show you another card if I have time. Let's see. We're going to go with silver. We are going to go with silver again. And let's just 1, 2, I'm overthinking this. Let's just go down there. I'm overthinking it. So there is silver. Yay! Okay, so there is our card. Do you want to see another another quick, I won't finish the card, but just another really quick tutorial using Campology. Who wants to see that? I won't finish up the whole card. I'm just going to show you some blending to create a scene. Because you know what? We've got time. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to grab some basic white. I don't even know what size this is. This is 5 3/8 by 4, which is a really odd size. And let's get our Stamparatus. I'm not going to put a sentiment on this or anything. Okay? And let's remove these. Because I don't need those. You know what? I better cut that to a better size. That's 4 by 5 1/4, just so that I can know what I'm doing. 5 1/4. I don't want to have to cut anything off after. Okay, so there we go. I love using my blender brush, and I want to create a scene for you. Okay, let's put down our trees, and let's put them down right here. I like to put them this way because I've got my taller image on the left-hand side, so it kind of flows into the card that way. Okay, I like that. And you would use Memento, but I'm using StazOn because my Memento is packed. And it won't matter. You know how StazOn comes with that little clear kind of cap thing on top of it? Sharon, welcome here. Oh, Chris, thank you for sharing. Let me put your name down for a draw. Sharon, it's so nice to hear, it's so nice to see your name. And again, Chris, let me put you down right away. Thank you for sharing. So at the end of the draw, let's see who wins. And again, we're using StazOn, so let's clean that off right again. Clean that off right away, I mean. Okay, StazOn cleaner and my good old Norwex cloth. Now, let's create the scene. I have in my little kit here, I have templates already, okay? So this is using the, what are they called? They are called Stampin' Up masking paper. So I don't throw them away. I use them as much as I can. So let's mask our tree. So we're just going to put that down over top of what we've already stamped, okay? Like so. And let's mask this, and let's put that circle right there. And now this is just a piece of masking that I cut kind of strange, okay? Hey, Shell, welcome here. This is card 2. We've already completed card number 1. This is just a bonus. So let's put, oh, I wish that was wider. Let's put that mask down about there. Okay, and I'll just kind of keep an eye on this side. Let's start with, I've got nothing ready because I wasn't planning on doing this. Let's start with we're going to grab So Saffron, Balmy Blue, Pumpkin Pie, and Night of Navy. Is that what I want? I think so. And let's just grab some Mary Merlot. We're going to start with So Saffron. Let's start with our lightest color. And let's grab a blending brush. And let's take this off the Stamparatus. Scrap paper. I love masking too. I really do. I have a feeling my So Saffron wants to be re-inked. I am not right on the edge here. There we go. Start off and roll on. Okay. Start off and roll on. Whoops. And it always looks like a hot mess. And I'm going to stick with the same brush because it's really not going to matter. Let's get some pumpkin pie, or actually, no, I'm going to grab a different brush and let's get some balmy blue happening. Let's put some blue up there. Yeah, I love our ink pads as well. Let's get some blue. Whoops. That can just be something funky that's happening in the sky. Let's put a little bit of orange in here. So pumpkin pie. Whoopsie. You want to make sure that that mask stays down, okay? Kathy, welcome here, my dear. Nice to see your name. I don't know if you pre-shared, because you normally do. Please let me know if you did. And you know what? I think I want some more balmy blue down here. So let's grab our balmy blue and let's put some on this side. So all of this is masked, okay? Let's grab a little bit of Mary Merlot and let's grab a different brush. You know what? I don't know, for those that did not see this, my girlfriend that creates my pressure tool also creates these little cups for holding your tools. But look at this. Wait for this. Look at this. I'm going to show you this way. This is what holds my brushes. And I know Stampin' Up! Does sell it, but this holds 12. And she also makes them to hold more. And so I went with hers. Let's get just, and I'm going very gently because I don't want this to be too much. Wow, I've got some funky sky happening here. I think this is going to be beautiful. Okay, let's get a little bit more of our balmy blue up there. And then we're going to move on to Night of Navy. And I am going to go fairly heavy with my Night of Navy. Okay. Night of Navy. We're going to stay with the same blue pad or the same blue brush. And let's just really get some darkness happening up here. I have a habit of pushing down, and that's why that's happening. So you just want to try and be as consistent with your rolling as possible. I love shading so much, Jenny. I'm with you. I could do this all day long. I could fussy cut and color and blend all day long. I want to try and get really nice and dark in my corners here. And along the top edge, I want a real night sky happening. We're doing good for time. I mean, I could stay and do this all day, but I know y'all have to leave. I think this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful sky set. Sunset, sky set, sunset. Okay, now I'm going to stop there. I'm going to pull this back in. Let's remove our 1.5 inch mask. There's our moon, but moons aren't white, okay? So let's get some color happening in our moon. And I don't want to do too much. I want there to be a difference. I think my blue is pulling in. Sometimes what I like to do is I will take a brush and I will pick up some color just on the edge and I'll swipe. That was a little more than I wanted, but let's leave it at that. Let's grab a small blending brush and let's see if I can tone that down a little bit. I don't want to go too much. Okay, now if I remove this mask, we've got our ground, and I'm going to have to pull in another blending brush and get some green happening here. So now all my masks are removed. Let's put that back in so I can possibly use it again if it's still sticky enough. Let's grab a green brush. Make sure I'm still in camera here. Do you see how this is coming together? Let's get some Old Olive and Mossy Meadow, because I want there to be, make sure that that's clean. Let's grab some Old Olive. My mask for my tree is still down, but I see a little piece of it right, whoops, sorry, right here. Let's get that off because that would create a problem. You want to make sure your masked area is clean of debris. Let's get some Mossy Meadow, just so that there's another color of green in here. Whoops. And we're going to take that off right away anyway. And you know what? Let's kind of do what we did with our Night of Navy. Let's kind of get that edge nice and dark. We're going to remove our tree. And then we're going to clean that up a little bit, okay? These, this masking is quite sticky. And see how there's white showing? I could have cut even closer to my trees. Just going to give that a help to lift up. Now we're going to clean all of this white area up. How are we doing for time? Ooh, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I only want to keep you an hour. I might go a little bit over, but I'm stuck. We're going to rip that so that we can So when I used to mask, I would use computer paper and removable tape, which didn't seem to stick as much as this. You want to make sure all of it comes off because it will be a problem if it doesn't. I wonder if my eraser will help me with that. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's get a little brush and let's get some green happening here. In behind the trees, I see a little bit right there. There we go. So I'm just cleaning up this white space. And it's good actually that I've got stays on behind here. Because this black isn't going anywhere. Okay, now let's pick up some of our sky colors to clean that up. Okay, get some of that Night of Navy off. Let's get some Balmy Blue down. Make sure that I'm still in screen. I'm just going very gently. Let's get some orange happening. That's my red. I don't want to contaminate my very gently, just so that I can avoid that kind of splotch mark that seems to happen. There we go. I think we are complete. That is how you do that. I love, love, love this technique. I will finish up this card. Let's do a draw. Okay, I haven't, I love my brushes for shading. Yes, I do too, Jenny, for sure. Yeah, and Linda does too. No, I didn't. Thank you for the beautiful sky. I don't like using it's very sticky. Oh, there you go. Yeah, and you know what? I had just bought it and hadn't really used it. But you know what? I agree with you, Linda. I find it too sticky. I think I prefer what I used to do, where I would just use computer paper and then just use that removable adhesive behind it. But there is my scene. I'm going to wash all of these. I'm just going to run them under warm water. Let's do the draw. Okay. Now I've got a hot mess here happening. So here is today's card. Here was what I did ahead of time. And here are all the people. Thank you, Carol and Darlene, all those that shared. If anybody else wants to share, you can go ahead and do so right now, and I will add your name. So we've got Chris McKay. If you did share and I don't read your name, please let me know. Thanks, Debbie. Jenny B, Barb, Marcia, Lucy, Lillian, Carol, Sherry, and Debbie. Did I miss anyone, or has anybody just shared now? I will give that a little bit of time to populate, and then I will do the draw. And so, yeah, I'm not doing the wheel. It takes too much time. And we will see who the winner is for today. So if anybody, you missed my name, Linda. Did I? Linda, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, but thank you for letting me know. Linda. Okay. Anybody else? Let's give these a shuffle. A shuffle, a shuffle, a shuffle. I don't have a little, I used a little tin the other time and it was so noisy. Anybody else that I missed? Linda, I apologize for that. I did not mean to do that. Okay, here we go. Let's pick a winner. Whoop. I've got everybody here. I have nothing else scattered on my table. And everything is upside down, so I have no idea. I have a name right here. Lillian, you have won. So Lillian, I believe I have your address. I will ship that off to you. Let me know what your address is, and I will send you one of these cards. Okay? So thank you everyone for popping in today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Next weekend, I have a large in-home event here. So all day Friday, all day Saturday, I'm supplying all of the food for my guests from 9 till 9. I have 4 spots left if anyone is interested. So in light of that, I'm going to be so busy prepping and getting ready. I probably will not be doing a Facebook Live next Thursday, but you never know. If I'm super organized, I just might get something together for that. So just stay tuned and stay posted. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your day. God bless. Bye now.